Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing an eyeliner tutorial. I would just like to start out this video by saying I'm definitely not an expert at doing eyeliner, nor am I at all a makeup professional. As a matter of fact, I'm definitely still a beginner. I think everybody's at a different level in their makeup journey, and I figure, some things that I'm doing, to make my eyeliner look better are going to be helpful for some people, and then there's going to be people who are better than me who are going to help me. So I really hope that this video is helpful for some of you and just people who are, just beginning. This is just a really, really simple way to do your eyeliner day to day. So let's get started. Today I'm going to be trying two different looks. The first one is going to be just a normal winged eyeliner, and I'll be using my e.l.f. liquid liner for that. And then the second look that I'm going to do is actually going to be more of a smudged look with a pencil. So this will be using the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, and this is the shade Brown. So one eye is going to have one look, the other eye is going to have the other look. It's going to look a little bit crazy, but I just wanted to try both, and that way, maybe give you guys some more ideas and just kind of try them out. So let's get right into it. Okay, so this first look is just going to be a normal, very basic winged eyeliner. So all you need for this look is just a liquid liner. So this is just a normal felt tip liner, which is really good for beginners. It is pretty easy to apply. And then of course, your box of Q-tips, because I'm a human being and it is really easy to mess up on winged eyeliner. Like I said, I'm definitely not a professional, so I like to keep those around just in case I mess up. So essentially what I do is I will start off kind of towards the middle of my lid. I don't really, for my personal eye shape, I really don't like to go and bring it all the way in to the inner corner. I just think that ends up making my eyes look smaller. I just don't really like the way that it looks. So I'll start off from the middle of my eyelid and just kind of try to make a line down to the edge, just a straight line. So kind of like that, just a straight line across. So as you can see, it's kind of like stopping right here. So one tip I will tell you is if you do make a mistake, the best way to fix it is to actually let your eyeliner dry, because it's so easy to go right in there and just try to fix it. But if you do it while the liner is still wet, you're just going to end up smudging it. So you want to make sure you just wait for a minute for it to dry and then go in with the Q-tip and fix it. Okay, so now that you have that line that goes across the length of your lid, and of course you can go farther in if you like to. If you want it to have a more dramatic look, you can always make it thicker. It all really depends on your preference. So you can make it thicker, you can bring it farther into the corner of your eye. Really, it all just depends on your eye shape and how you prefer it. There's really no rules to it. It's however you feel comfortable. So the next thing that that helps me out is, I know that a lot of times you want to just kind of go like this, like you do your line and then just go right into the wing while you're drawing that line. But I find that if I do it that way, then when I open my eyes back up, it's really uneven, or the line has gone out too far, and you just don't have a good perception when your eyes closed like this of where that wing is going. And so the best way to do it is to keep your eye open. Now I know that you're really not supposed to pull your eye like that, but that's just the easiest way for me to do it. Maybe one day I'll be much better at doing it like that, but for right now, I'm pulling my lid. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pulling my lid. Okay, so next I'm going to start just with my eye open, looking from the lower lash line, and just starting here and bringing it up. So what I'll do is I'll kind of go in small little strokes. That way I'm not just going like super fast and making it an uneven line. And so when you have it as far out as you want it to go, you can go ahead and connect it with that top line. Okay, and now another thing is that sometimes you don't want it to come out so thick. You want it to be more of like a flick. And so the best tip for that is to go ahead and go there and go like slowly kind of bring it out a little bit farther and thin it out. And that way it kind of ends in more of a flick. And so you just kind of slowly bring it out. You know, the key to a good winged liner is to just go slow. You don't want to be rushing and making crazy lines. You just want to go really slow in little strokes and just bring it out until you're barely touching it. And that way it's a little bit sharper at the edge there. Let's see, so pretty much I think the three most important things are to do it separately. So do the line on your lid and then go out separately and create this line here and then connect them afterwards. That's number one. I think number two is to just go slow. Like, don't beat yourself up if you don't get it the first time. Go slow. Do small strokes. I think that's really important, and getting it to look more straight and just making it look even. Just going really small strokes. And then when you're trying to make it look sharper here, to just slowly bring it out less and less and apply less pressure as you're pulling that out, and then apply very little pressure at the end, and it kind of comes out a little bit smaller up there. So those are my tips for the winged liner. Of course, the hardest part is to match the other eye, and today, since I'm doing two different kinds of liner, I won't be showing you that. But I think as far as that goes, it's really just practice makes perfect. Once you really know what you're doing and what lines you're following on your face, and as you get more comfortable with it, it's going to be easier to do it the same way on both eyes. And I think that really does just come with practice. Don't beat yourself up over it if you're having trouble with it, because I still have a long way to go with this. I'm sure I'll improve, but you know, I used to be able to not do it at all. So you definitely, you know, have to just practice and practice, and eventually it'll just come so much easier to you. So the next type of eyeliner I'm going to do is, like I said, the smudged look. But I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it all the way across my lid. Now you don't want to go too far out, because as you can see with these types of eyeliners, it's really easy to apply a lot of product very quickly. And so you don't want to bring it too far out, because you don't want it to be too dramatic. And so you want to keep it as close to your lash line as possible, because it does easily get very thick with this thick type of pencil. And so if you want it to be more dramatic than that, you can go ahead and bring it out a little bit farther. So the next step to this look is to actually get a brush, and we're gonna smudge it out. I think that's a really cool look for say if like you're going to a concert or a festival. It's kind of just a little bit darker without it being overly dramatic. One tip that I will tell you is, if you find yourself kind of getting messy with eyeliner, like you have color in here, what you can do is you can go in with a concealer. So this is the Age Rewind by Maybelline concealer, and I'll just dab a little bit here, and then I'm just going to blend that out. And that kind of gets rid of the discoloration there in the eye. It just cleans up the look a little bit. If you want it to be a super dramatic, you can always go down to the bottom and fill in your waterline. I feel like my eyes look crazy in this mirror right now. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, so as you guys can see, this gets really dark really fast, and so I think it does depend on the occasion. Like I said, it would be a really good look for a concert or something like that. But I think there are also a lot of variations with it, depending on how dark you go and whether or not you do the waterline. and just like I said, depending on how thick you make it on the top, because it can either be a lot more just kind of every day, or you can make it really, really dark. So I made mine really dark just to show you guys how it would turn out. But yeah, I would definitely recommend keeping it a little bit more minimal. I think it's pretty cool how that liner blends out with the brush and makes it look almost like a shadow. I really like that a lot. I think if you added maybe some pink eyeshadow on top or a lighter color eyeshadow, I think that could look pretty cool to make it more of a summery look. And then of course this one is more of a day-to-day classic wing liner. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. I do hope that you found some of these tips helpful. If you enjoyed watching, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I absolutely love making these videos, and the fact that some of you guys are watching them just means so much to me and makes me so happy. So please share these with your friends if you're enjoying watching them, and I'll continue to put new videos out every Sunday.